New at 4, we're hearing from Steve Perkins' family today. This comes after former Decatur police officer Mac Bailey Marquette's immunity hearing wrapped up. Marquette is charged with killing Perkins in the early morning hours on September 29th, 2023.
WAAY 31 reporter Paige Meyer joins us live from the Morgan County Courthouse, where the hearing wrapped up this morning. Paige, break down for us where things stand right now.
Yes, Tori and Nikel, today attorneys on both sides presented their findings to the judge and presented their arguments to the judge. Now the state argued that this case needs to move on to a grand jury, while the defense says that all of Marquette's charges should be dropped. Now Judge Elliott says he has a lot of evidence to look through, so he will take a few days or a few moments to decide how to proceed. But this is video of Marquette today leaving the courthouse. Now today Marquette's attorneys argued for the case to be dismissed, claiming he was exercising his duties as a law enforcement officer and had little time to react when they say Steve Perkins pointed a gun at the tow truck driver and their client. Now they also said that the officers were not required to have a court order to be there. Then the state argued that today that if the officers were there for a breach of peace, then they should not have been concealed. Now the state said a reasonable officer would have given more time for de-escalation, and that Steve Perkins could not have known they were police until a second or two before he was shot. Now Judge Elliott said he owes it to both sides to take it into review this evidence before he makes his decision. Now I did catch up with Perkins' brother Nicholas outside of the courthouse today following this hearing, and this is what he had to say.
It made me feel a lot better today. You know, it wasn't a whole lot of presenting of evidence, but the points made by both sides did make sense. But I am confident that Judge Elliott is a just and fair man and will make a proper ruling. And so for sake of myself and my family, I think we felt pretty good about today.
Nicholas Perkins tells me he hopes for a speedy trial. Now, as far as when we will get the decision for this immunity hearing, that is to be determined, but make sure to stick with WAAY 31 News on this developing story. Reporting live in Decatur with coverage you can count on. Paige Meyer, WAAY 31 News.